Yeah. Babylon is falling, falling down, down, down. Yeah, yeah. And for this we give you praise.
Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling, it's falling. Babylon is falling down. Come out of her, my people. Don't be partakers of her sin. Come out of her, my people. Don't be partakers of her sin. Come out of her, my people. Don't be partakers of her sin. Come out of her, my people. Don't be partakers of her sin.
Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. There's no more stalling. Heaven and earth is calling. She was not willing. During her time of healing, she kept on killing all of our children. She has given them strong drink that they might not think. Yahuwah held us up. Now her time is up. She's corrupt. Her reward is for her people. The judgment goes deeper. Prepare our daughters for the slaughter. They came against the order. We gotta get smarter. Come out of her, my people. Then we bring back the order. Babylon is falling.
Babylon is falling. It's falling. It's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling. It's falling. It's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling. It's falling. Babylon is falling down. Babylon is falling. It's falling. Babylon is falling down.
Babylon is falling, falling down. Shout out loud. Yeah. Clap your hands. Stop your feet. Shout out loud. Babylon is falling, falling down, down, down. Yeah. Yeah.
Shalom, family. Back with you. I don't know how long I'm gonna be, probably not too long, but nevertheless, try to fellowship a little bit. I want y'all to contemplate and concentrate on what it means for the dead to bury the dead. Think about that. The dead burying the dead. You know, there's a saying, people say you only live once, but you can die twice. They don't say the you can die twice part. They only say you can live once, but you can die twice. Matter of fact, while y'all thinking, what y'all think about the dead burying the dead in the comment section? Huh? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. What's up, BSB, dark skinned brother? Don't be shy. Okay. I understand how sometimes I don't want to talk. All right. But look, Revelation 20:14. Boy, the Most High is so awesome and so mighty. He gonna throw death and hell into the lake of fire. That tells you death is something different and hell is something different. Boy, that's life right there. You ain't got to deal with death no more. You ain't got to go through no more hell. If that ain't no life, then hey, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Huh? And while I'm at it, I might well, that's right, let them bury themselves. Some people don't want it. They don't want to live. They think this is it. They think this is all we got. So I'm going to live my life to the fullest. That's what they think. But they ain't looking at this clock called the word. They're not looking through the timeline of the pages of the word. They ain't looking at that. They want somebody to tell them some feel-good psychology. That's what basically the church done turned into, psychology. They done turned to the pastor done become the shrinks. They shrinking your faith with these lies. The pastor done become the doggone shrink. Only difference is they ain't sitting down, they standing up, spitting lies. And your faith is shrinking, your life is shrinking, your life is shriveling up, and you are dying. And when you die, you die in that setting, guess what? The dead burying you. We said, why are they dead? Because they refuse to eat of the bread of life. They have no living water flowing through them. That's why they're dead. Okay? Let me see here. That's why. What is it? Adam. Second Adam. I'm looking for Adam. Let me be more specific. This is a verse I didn't intend on going. Look here. Romans 5:14. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, and over them that had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who is a figure of him who was to come. Let me see what else is here. 14, let me see, 15. But not as the offense, but also as the free gift. For it, if through the offense of one, many be dead. So if Adam sinned and all of us die as a result, why do we not think that many as a result of the obedience of the and the voluntary death of the eternal one, the eternal Son of the Most High, the Word of Elohim, huh? For as though the offense of one, many be dead, much more the grace of Yah, the gift by grace, which is by one man, Yahushua HaMashiach, hath abounded unto many. Okay? Okay, let me go to 17. For if by one man's offense, disobeying them. Notice when the Most High created Adam, he only had one commandment. Don't eat from the tree. After that, Moses had about 10, and now we got 613 laws. The Most High ain't subtracting no laws. He's adding on. In other words, you got to get back what you lost. He's not turning down. Think about it. I only had one law. Don't eat, don't disobey, don't eat from the tree. Then Moses had the 10 commandments. Now you got 613, and people turn their nose up. But yet every time these heathens get together, come up with a law, we break our neck trying to obey them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. All right. 18. Therefore, as by the offense of one judgment came upon all men, condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one, the free gift. See, I can offer you something, but you have to open up your hand and take it. It's free, but you got to do something. You got to open up that hand and receive it. In this case, you got to open up your heart and receive it. Now, as a result of that, there's going to be new leadership. You're going to become under the jurisdiction and the command of the Most High. Right now, you're under jurisdiction and the command of Satan, which going to lead to death. You don't. Let me paint you some pictures of death. They putting poison in your food, water, air. You turn the television on, there's death there. They polluting the soil. You go to, there's death everywhere. You're paying bills. That's death. You're living your life just to pay bills. But Mashiach said he come that we might have life and have it more abundantly. But nevertheless, let me get on. Let me get to this other verse before I get too far ahead of myself. Okay, right here, 1 Corinthians 15:45. As it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul. Remember, the Most High breathed the breath of life into Adam. And Adam was made a quickening, a living spirit. All right. So it is written, the first Adam became a living soul. He breathed the life, he breathed the breath of life on. The spirit, the ruach. All right. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption. That means you cannot die. You cannot be corrupted. You cannot be corrupted. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. You know, you're born with all these fallacies. It is raised in power. See, these churches ain't teaching no power. Anytime you say you are saved through grace, that's right. Okay, you're saved, what they say, by faith through grace. Okay, but they leave out the part faith without works is dead. I believe I can sit in this chair. As a result, I'm sitting in it. Okay, I believe that I can study and help the Most High's people. You ain't gonna know. I can say that I can help the Most High's people, but that's all I'm doing is talking. If I don't put forth no effort, I know my works ain't saving me, but my faith compels me some action to go with it. Even the justice system, when people go up for parole, if they can say, they say you gonna go out here and kill some more, and they can say, yeah, they can say, no, I ain't gonna kill no more. I'm done killing. But the whole time they've been in there, they've been in all kind of assaults. They've been attacking. They've been killing folks while they in there. Their faith is contrary to their works. Matter of fact, no. Their faith is exposing their works. Their works is exposing their faith. Their works is telling you what they're gonna do. But when we go to church, though, I don't have to do no, as if the Most High don't have no power to change hearts. If he can't put the doggone electricity, the spiritual, and resuscitate you. How is it you believe in miracles, but not the miracle that he can change your life? That's one of the greatest miracles there is. For a person to been out here on the streets, ready to kill, to become a completely different person. The Most High, he ain't got no power. The way they teaching it, you can do anything, and it's gonna be. It's time to let the dead bury the dead. Let me show this verse. Faith without works is dead. No, we're not saved by no works. That's right. But we got work to do. Let me see. Is it James? James. It's got to be James. Okay, let's go to James. James 2:18. Let me review the chapter. Okay. Yea, a man said, thou have faith and I have works. Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. Oh, I'm a new person. The Most High, I received the Spirit of the Most High. But when people look at you, they see the same old person. That's just like a doggone regular car that's been through a demolition derby. But somebody gonna tell you that's a brand new car. That's a new car. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, y'all ever seen a demolition car, a beat up car? Huh? I know how people learn by looking. I learn a lot by looking. A lot of time I don't even have to look at the instructions of electronics. I can look at it. But y'all know it is a beat up car. Look at this car right here. Okay, let's just say this is me. This is me when I was doing all kind of dirt, wide open to hell, highway to hell, as they said. All right, now I said, a few years later, I get a little older and I tell people I done changed. But when they look at me, they still see this. He's still out here fornicating. He's still out here hoeing. He's still out here selling weapons. This Negro is always into stuff. But he said he done changed. You see what I'm talking about? And you wonder why people look at the church folks and just shake and just brush them off. Just look at it. So the Most High can't give you a makeover. Let's see what the words say. These scripts I didn't even write down. I didn't know how this was going to go. Okay. Therefore, if anybody be in Christ, he is a new creature. No. They're the same old. Let me read it to you again. Therefore, if any man or woman, y'all, be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. All that old stuff you used to do is passed away. And people going to see your faith. Your faith in action. You said Abraham had faith. That's right. How you know Abraham had faith? Because of his actions, because of his works. Moses had faith. How you know? Because of his works. Okay? All right. Now, let me get on into my notes. See what I got here. All right. Let me see. Let's get into this living water. John 4:10. This is ridiculous. People sitting there, and then we like to gauge ourselves by what other people do. Everybody else looking like this, so we don't even try to get closer to the Most High. We don't try to learn about it. We don't try to see. We just want to get somewhere in Christ, as they call it, and stay right there for 50 years. But when you go to work, you want to move up. And anything else in life, you want to move up. But when you get into the kingdom business, you want to get somewhere and just stop. Okay. Let me see here. 4:10. It's living water. He's talking about the living water right here. This is woman at the well. Yeah. The woman at the well. Now look here. Let me show y'all this while I'm thinking about it. Look, this is a mixed race woman right here. Okay. Scripts say we had a bunch of mixed marriages and stuff. But then there's also scripture telling us to get away from that. So how can they why should we get away from that? Okay. Now, the people that's not the original people are being credited as the original people. The people that's not us is being hailed and esteemed as if they were us. You see that? But let me move on. All right. Okay. The reason why I say this because I want us to have mercy when dealing with our own. It's not their fault it's not our fault that we were brought here. All right. I didn't ask to come here. I sure didn't. And I'm going to be careful what I say because the Most High controls all of that. Okay. Let me see here. Let me read where I'm at. Okay. Okay. Now Jacob's well was there. Yahusha, therefore, being Yahusha down here. Okay. Being weary with his journey. Sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. And there cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahusha said unto her, give me to drink. Remember, keep in mind, he knows everything. For his disciples were gone away into the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, asketh drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Yahusha said unto him, but pay attention, he's dealing with her. We supposed to follow him, right? Okay. All right. If thou knowest the gift of Yah and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him, you would ask him for living water, and he would have given thee living water. Think about that. Living, not dead water. The dead don't even have water. If they do, it's polluted. All right. Verse 11. The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou this living water? She thinking, now the well is their well, but she thinking that he gonna get the water out the well. You see that? This is kind of like what these churches here. Everything is natural with them. You're gonna sow a seed, you're gonna get cash. You might. But everything shouldn't be just like that. There's a spiritual side. When we gonna get to the eternal things of the matter, the weight of the matter, the meat of the matter, the bread of the matter, the living water of the matter in a dry and thirsty land? When we gonna get to that? Okay. Art thou greater than our father now? If she wasn't half Hebrew, how could she claim Jacob was her father? Huh? Let me continue. Which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle. And Yahusha said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But y'all listen up, verse 14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give, Mashiach shall give, shall never thirst. You know why? Because the water going to be coming from you. Have you ever seen a doggone river? Do the river is the river thirsty? You ever seen a river thirsty? You might in this lane, but think about it. A river that's thirsty is not a river. Think about it. A dry river is not a river. Okay? But look though. But whosoever drinketh of this water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into eternal everlasting life. So life should be emanating from every one of us that claim to have the Ruach, the Spirit of the Most High. Life should be coming from us. There's some watering needs doing. Some spiritual seeds that need sowing into the soil of the mind. And some watering going on to bring forth some fruit of repentance. Huh? You ain't got to worry about being thirsty. Because you is the well. See, the people in the church is thirsty and they don't even know it. You see, you ever know, people drink sodas when they thirsty, they should be drinking water. That's what. But anyway, that's just like in some of these church sermons. And I can't put everybody in a box because there's always exceptions. But they drinking soda when they should be drinking the living water, or they drinking sewage. That's more of an accurate terminology. They drinking sewage because anything goes in the church nowadays. Anything goes nowadays. So they drinking sewage water when they should be drinking some clean, everlasting water that's springing up. All right. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to drink. Okay. But anyway, he told her, I'll keep going. All right. 16. Yahusha said unto her, Go, call thy husband and come hither. See, he tested her. He already know. This is in the script so we can see the mindset of this woman. All right. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahusha said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou have had 5, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. In that thou answered, thou saidest truly. Did she get mad and say, you judging? Did she get mad? See, decades of these watered down, sugar-coated psychology preaching, people can't even take the truth. They've been drinking this polluted water so long, the real water, they don't even know what water is. All right. The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Oh, so she perceived he was a prophet and didn't get mad when he showed her what she was lacking. What he's doing, he's preparing her soul. He's preparing her soul. All right. So he's calling out her sin, and she didn't get offended. Think about that, family. Somebody said something about us, we get offended. Why? What we want to hold on to it, or we gonna let it go? Ain't none of this stuff going into the kingdom. There ain't gonna be no smuggling operation. You're not gonna be smuggling, hoeing, and lying and cheating. You ain't gonna be smuggling murder. None of that is going into the kingdom. At what point do we just say, okay, y'all, you brought this to the light. Help my unbelief, help me overcome. All right. Okay. All right. Our fathers worship it in this mountain, and ye say that Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahusha said to her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Think about that one. The hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Number one, we scattered worldwide now. We can't get to the mountain nor Jerusalem. Number two, we got to sow seeds. We got to sow the word, the real word, so the end time, the coming will be expediently. We got to do it wherever we was dispatched at. All right? And that don't mean that the Most High may not call you to move. All right, some people might have to move. We don't know what the Most High got going on. Ye worship, ye know not what. That's these people. They don't even know they dead. They don't know who they worship. They worshiping white Jesus. Think about it. I'm doing a parallel of the woman at the well to the modern day woman, the so-called church. All right. You worship, ye know not what. How did the Bible start out about the Hebrew people and end up about the Europeans? Huh? All these scripts that's telling that's marking the Most High's people. It's indisputable. It's irrefutable. But yet, the people is fixated on the Europeans. You worship, you know not what. And I dare to say you know not who. Because white Jesus is okay with white supremacy. He's okay with racism. He's okay with murder. He's okay with theft. He's okay with rape. And he come to steal, kill, and destroy. You say, how do I know that? I'm looking at the fruit. I'm looking at the works of their faith. What you do is what you believe. That's your faith. Faith is belief. So if you built your whole world kingdom by stealing, killing, and destroying, that's your belief. For a tree is known by its fruit. All right. 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers, who's true, shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. How you going to worship the Most High in spirit and in truth? Number one, you ain't received the living water. Number two, it hurts your feeling to hear the truth. Let the dead bury the dead. Come on. You know what? I want you, every time somebody say something that offend us, I want you to think about it on Judgment Day. The Most High going to call this stuff out. What you going to do then? Huh? What you going to do then? This is a dry run compared to Judgment Day. This is a get together. This is a dressing room compared to Judgment Day. What you gonna do then? You can get mad all you want to. He gonna call it out. It's gonna be written. It's gonna be stuff written in the books. Now ain't it gonna be written, right? It's gonna be read. What you gonna say? I didn't do it. Okay, how you gonna worship him in spirit and in truth? When somebody tells you the truth, especially about ourselves, we get offended. For the Father, he's seeking such to worship him. He's looking for such to worship him. Yahuwah is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay? Spirit and truth. Now, let me see what I got here. I didn't write it in no particular order. I got, let me see, John 7:38. Let me see, 7:38. So I might be going back and forth. I don't know. But the Most High gonna guide me through this. Right here. This is going right in lockstep with what I just went over. He that believeth on me, you see this, it's in red, Mashiach said it, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. See, the majority of the congregations across the world are thirsty. So you being a river is supposed to give them water to drink. You can't give them water to drink if your water stink by way of you living and still looking like this. You still looking like your old self when they see you because you still doing the things your old self used to do. The Most High, there's going to be some restoration going on. All this stuff going to be done away with, and you're going to become new. Behold, all things become new, like the word say. All right? Now, the congregation is thirsty. He that believeth on me, as scripture have said, out of his belly, out of his inward part, out of the deepness, the innermost part of you, gonna flow rivers of, I don't care what you think, you insignificant. That's the problem. You think it insignificant, you done turned your faucet off. You done dammed up the river. Stop thinking that you was insignificant. Open the tap up. Better yet, bust down the dam and do away with the faucet and let it flow. That's what time it is. All right, let me move on. People think, you think because you can't see. See, this is my problem. Because I can't see how the lesson gonna go. I'm gonna just wait. That ain't how it operate. That ain't how it operate. My job, the Most High showed me something. My job is to take a few notes or just do it. See, that's the problem. If I don't know how the lesson gonna go, I can't get in the way of the lesson. If you can't see how the Most High gonna use you, how you gonna get in the way? Huh? And you're less likely to be punished because you in the way. He might give you a light tap every now and then, but after a while, the tap gonna get harder and harder. Okay. I don't know why I wrote down Revelation 7:17. Let me see what this is. Revelation 7:17. I told you it might not be in no particular order. 7. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, some more living water. Let me go up here. All right. Saying, Amen. Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be to our Elohim forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed with white robes, and whence cometh they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of the great tribulation and have washed their robes. Where is see, how you gonna wash your robe if you don't ever come in contact with the rivers of living water? Somebody, you got to be exposed to some living water in order to wash your robe. And at the same time, don't get it twisted and think that you doing the washing. You ain't doing the washing because the water is not yours. We already established that early on in the lesson. The water ain't yours. So you're not doing the washing. You're just a vessel. Just like you got a water faucet. The water is coming through the faucet. You the faucet. So to speak. All right. Now, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Okay. See the living water that's within you testifies of the Lamb. Because it's his water that's in you, it's going to speak about the Lamb, about Mashiach, about his sacrifice. Because it's his water that's in you. All right? How he laid that life down so we can have some water in this dry and thirsty. Ezekiel, the dry bones. There you go. Ezekiel 30, Valley of Dry Bones. All right. Therefore are they before the throne of Yah and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore, neither shall the sun light on them or any heat. So you ain't got to worry about no heat. Boy, it's hot right now. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto all living fountains of water. So there's more water. And y'all shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes. Just think about it. You think you're crying now. You die that second death. That's right. Get them likes up, family. I just happened to look up there and see. You think you crying now. You hit that second death. You're going to be doing an eternal crying. See, now, when you die that second death, you're going to have a different well of water, but it's going to be coming out your eyes and not from the inside, not without the deeper depths. You're going to have a different kind of water coming. It ain't going to be enough to put out that lake of fire. They're going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth if you die that second death. All right. Let me type this in and go to it quick. New Ezekiel 30 something. Ezekiel 37. I didn't anticipate, so I don't know how long we'll be here. This is Valley of Dry Bones. And the hand of Yahuwah was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. This is us. This is us. We dead. We is literally dead. This y'all call this living. Y'all call this living. We is dead. Everybody gets to live but us. Think about it. We've been suffering for hate from hate crimes since we've been here. The Asians ain't went through a fraction. Ain't even went through they ain't even went through a quarter of what we've been through, but they get the hate crime deal. They get the okay to set up businesses and make billions of dollars. They get in certain areas, they get their own police. The police their own peoples. That's right, we surviving. We ain't living. That's all right, but we some survivors. All right. 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, they were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Sound like a need for some living waters to flow through you. You sound like some living water. Our people is dead in a valley and very dry. Think about the church congregation. Churches is everywhere, and don't nobody do nothing to the widows. They raking in billions. I said trillions of dollars. They raking in trillions of dollars. Nothing. They not even trying to affect the local government to where the homeless ain't got to be on the street. Think about it, family. If the homeless people had some help, they'd be less crime. Off the bat, there would be less crime. automatically there will be less crime. All right. You know, Mashiach said you had a home as always. Wasn't he right? That's right. Yeah, put something else up here for those who see doom and gloom. We are some of the most resilient people on earth. We are a miracle. All right, now. Okay. And he said unto me, this is Ezekiel, the Most High talking to, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahuwah, thou knowest. Again, he said unto me, prophesy to these bones. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. You testifying about the lamb that was slain before the foundation of the world. You are prophesying to the dry bones. Let me show you right quick. I'm going to type it in how it say. It's in Revelation, what I'm looking for. Right here, Revelation 19:10. I tell you, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see that thou doest not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yah. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Prophesy to the bones. I don't care if you got family members. You got family members, you got children, especially your children. Whoo! Who knows what kind of impact they're gonna have? Huh? Your children might be the fountains of the deep that flood the world. Except it won't be like Noah. It'll be a spiritual flood. You don't know, but prophesy to the bones. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. All right? Prophesy to the bones. Look, and I failed. Okay, let me get right here. The B clause, as Brother Stephen called it. And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship Yah. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. All right, now let me go back. Ezekiel 37. Let me see. Prophesy to the bones. Okay, right here. Let me see here. All right, verse 4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy to these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahuwah. See, they ain't hearing the word in these churches. They ain't had a taste of no living water. Well, they might have had a taste, but they ain't had enough. They're not getting prophecies. They getting prophet lies. They're not getting the real. Prophesy to the bones. Whoever's around you, start spilling your guts. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. After a while, it's going to be automatic. It's going to be automatic. I'm telling you, after it's going to be automatic. All right. Prophesy upon these bones. It's upon these bones, I'm sorry. And say unto them, y'all see the script up there. If I mispronounce a word, that's why it's up there on the screen. Let me get this down for now. Okay. All right. And hear the word of Yahuwah. Thus says Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Okay. Now, the Most High breathed into Adam the breath of life. All right. Now, Adam lost the spiritual breath. All right. Now, the second Adam, Mashiach, restored the breath. Now it's time to live and resuscitate others. All right. Behold, I will cause the breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. I will lay sinews upon you, get into the bones and joints and stuff, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put my breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. They don't even know the Most High's name. The average person, they don't know what the name look like. When I say his name, they don't know what the name look like. There's different beliefs, but as a result of us not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. This is what it is. All right. Look, we gonna know him one way or another. We better get to know him now, not on Judgment Day, okay? And you will know that I am Yahweh. Verse 7. So I prophesied and I was commanded. Now, anyone that's claiming to be living according to the word is commanded to prophesy. You're commanded. How are you gonna have rivers of living water and you're gonna keep it to yourself? You commanded to prophesy. All you got to do is tell people. That's it. It ain't hard. I used to be I couldn't, I had a problem talking to people, period. Yeah, it may take some time, okay? All right. Your life is a prophecy. People look at you and see you. That's talking right there. How you know that your life is talking to people? You say you live in holy and they see you doing unholy things. Your actions speak louder than your words. So your life is talking, okay? It ain't got to be complicated. All right. So prophesy. Prophesy with your living example of your life. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and I prophesied, and there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews of the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them, and there was no breath in them. Remember, the Most High said He's gonna cause breath. All right. So there's restoration going on, prophecy, and then a quickening. Now it's time for the breath. Quickening means being made alive. You're getting the joints and the bones and the muscles. Like Adam. The Most High formed Adam, but He put the breath in last. Okay? All right. Then said He unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus says Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as He commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding. It's time to stand up. It's time to stand up on our feet. It's time to make a stand for the truth. It's time to make a stand for the Most High. It's time to stand up because you are soldiers in the army of the Most High. All right? Verse 11. Then He said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried. Our hope is lost. I see people, boy, it just seems like we just ain't got no hope at all. Some people, I could just literally feel the suffering. I could walk by certain people and just feel the suffering. We are cut off from our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus says Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open up your graves, coming out of the grave. Did Mashiach not come out the grave? 3 days and 3 nights. Not Friday, not a day and a half. He died Friday and got up early Sunday morning. 3 days and 3 nights. He got up out the grave. Okay, now it's our turn. But, oh, my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your grave. You're going to make a stand for the Most High. If He's in you, excuse me, you're going to make a stand. You ain't even got to worry about how you going to do it. You ain't going to do it. You just keep working, keep feeding the Spirit, the word, keep feeding the Spirit, righteousness. And the Most High going to take care of the rest. I didn't even see myself going this way, but nevertheless, I'm here. We here. All right. I will open your grave. Mashiach died, rose. Guess what? We going to rise. Cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. Hallelujah. All right. And you shall know that I am Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your grave. See, while the dead going to be buried the dead, we're going to be resurrected. Satan is dead. While Satan buried the dead, we getting up out the grave. Ain't no grave going to hold us down. All right. 14, you got to receive the Ruach. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. See, death, the very definition of death is when your spirit leaves. The very definition of life is when the Most High Spirit returns. All right. He said, why? How did he return? Before I formed thee in the womb, I knew you. So he knew you. All right. And I shall place you in your own land, and then you shall know that Yahweh has spoken it and performed it, said Yahweh. All right, let me move on. Y'all read that Ezekiel 37. Read that. All right, Ezekiel 37. Let me see what else. Okay, the bread of life. John 6:33. Now it's time to eat. You done had your little water. Well, you done drank a river of water. Now it's time to eat some bread. We eating and drinking over here. We eating and drinking. All right, John chapter 6. All right. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, we've been waiting for a while. Waiting so long? Oh, yeah. All right. All praise to the Most High. Get some praise up in here. 6:33. Let me see. 33. Probably need to go up above. All right. Let's start at 31. Our father did eat manna in the desert, as it is written, he gave them bread from heaven to eat. And then Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. The true bread ain't gonna be corruptible. It ain't gonna mold. It ain't gonna get old, because the true bread is Him. All right. From the bread, for the bread of Yah is He which cometh down from heaven and giveth life unto the world. All right. Yes, sir. I see you, DSB, dark skinned brother. Giveth life to the world. And then they said unto him, for evermore give us this bread. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Remember, you done received the whole river. What you doing thirsty? Huh? You done received, you got a whole river. You is water. You live in water. You live in water. To the valley of dry bones. All right. You ain't gonna hunger. He is the bread of life. All right, because we drawing life from Him. Okay, when you eat, you draw life from your food. You're supposed to. But nowadays, when we eat, we draw death from this fake food. But when you eat, you are supposed to draw life from the food. Let's just say I eat some greens. I'm drawing life and nutrients from the greens. Okay, let's just say I drank some water. I'm getting nourishment from the water. In the spiritual sense, your spiritual soul is eating and drinking. You're eating the word. You're eating the word. You're drawing life from Him whom thou is eating. You are drawing life from whom thou is received the living water from. You are receiving life from your eating and drinking. Your supply. You are receiving life from what you are taking in. All right? All that the Father giveth to me shall come unto me. So everybody ain't coming. So if my Father don't want to go, it's going to be, I'm going to hate it, but ain't nothing I can do about that. All right? Just keep in mind, the Most High sons is rebelling against Him. Look at us. We rebelling. All of us ain't going to make it. And He wants us to make it. All right? Okay. Shall come unto me. And him that cometh, and him that cometh to me, I will in no wise cast out. For I came down from heaven, not to do mine own will, but the will of Him that sent me. So, okay, He came from heaven to do the will of the Father. I didn't know I was going to be, but anyway, to do the will of the Father. Okay, we are eating and drinking from the Son. We are to be doing the will of the Father, not as we want to do. Not because we under grace and we can go out here and still look like the same old beat up vehicle that Satan was driving up. We the vehicle and Satan riding us around and just banging us around in a demolition derby. No, Okay, y'all follow me? He came down from heaven not to do his own will, but the will of him. So, and we eating and receiving from the Son. We supposed to be doing the will of the Father, not our will. All right, and this is the Father's will, which have sent me, that of all which he have given me, that I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. Okay, we're getting up out the grave. All right, and this is the will of him that has sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So if the Son ain't doing his own will, what make you think you're going to do your own will and make it into the kingdom? Huh? What make you think you're going to do your own will and be all right? You know what you want to do. The old stuff that we used to do. We know what we want to do. You know what it is. We probably don't want to do it now if your heart been changed, but every now and then the devil will try to bring it back or something, or flare up a thought. But yeah, let me continue though. All right, let me see. 44 through 48. I'm still in 44 through 48. Let me see. Okay. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me, draw him. So you ain't coming no way. And I will raise him up at the last day. So you can prophesy to them. Some people just ain't the Most High. They is not kinfolk. They is not spiritually connected to the Most High. They spiritually connected to Satan. All right. No man could come unto Mashiach except the Father which have sent him, draw him, and he will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall all be taught. There you go again. We just did 2 lessons about the Bible cemeteries. We need our own stuff. We need to get the mindset. If freedom means having our own stuff, just because you ain't got what is big and lavish like they got, don't mean nothing. Okay, Mashiach was born in a manger. Think about that. A barn. He was born in a barn. We get caught up. Remember, Satan is the god of this world. He controls the money. So while Satan's prophets talking about all this monetary stuff, what happens when the beast cash in and says no buying or selling unless you take the mark? He gonna tell y'all what he gonna tell y'all then? This ain't that. This something else. But let me continue. It is written in the prophets that they shall all be taught by Yah. Every man, therefore, that have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto. So the Most High is teaching us. Let me give you a parallel to that. He's teaching us. Jeremiah 1, before I formed thee in the womb, I knew thee. Let me just type it in over here. Jeremiah 1. Pull up another Bible. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth. Verse 2, ain't it? Let me see. Verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Okay, let's go back over here. All right. Look, and is it written in the prophets? They shall all be taught. The Most High is right there. He's the beginning and the end. He's been waiting. Well, he ain't been waiting, but you can say he's waiting, but he already knew. Every man therefore that have heard and have learned of the Father comes unto him. So the Most High is in communion. There's communication going on between the Most High and his people and the Spirit of truth, which is Mashiach. Communication. If you're not getting a revelation or you're not getting any messages whatsoever, a simple message is pick up and read. A simple message is live right. People are watching you. A simple message is you are a representative of the most. If you're not getting any of that, you might want to check yourself. All right. All right. Okay, not that any man have seen the Father, save he which is of Yah. He have seen the Father. Very, very, I say unto you, he that believeth on me have everlasting life. 48. I am the bread of life. Time to eat. Time to eat. You believe, you receive, you achieve. You are drawing nourishment from the bread. All right. Food, we draw strength from our food. If he is the bread of life in the spiritual sense, we are supposed to be growing stronger from the bread of life. If you're not growing, then you're dead. Or you're dying. How about that? That's a better word. Can't say you're dead. Sometimes we go through spaces where we don't do nothing. You're dying. All right? Okay. Look at here. Your fathers did eat the manna in the wilderness and are dead. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. The living bread. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat this bread, shall live forever. You're going to be drawing strength forever. Why? Because Mashiach is eternal and he lives forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh. In other words, he's going to die. He's going to die. Which I will give for the life of the world. All right? Everything was created by him. Let me show y'all this. This is how come he can give his life in exchange for the world. Go to John chapter 1. Let me go over here. John 1. In the beginning was the word. Oh, okay. All right. Right here. In the beginning was the word. The word was with Yah, and the word was Yah. The same was in the beginning with Yah. Let me go right here. Let us make man. Genesis 1:26. Okay. Then Yah said, let us. Some people say angels. No, it ain't no angels. Angels ain't got no say-so over our life. If angels help create us, then they got a say-so over what we do. It's him and his word. The same was in the beginning with Yah. Let us make man in our image, our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish of the sea, over the bird and the birds in the sky, and over the livestock and all wild animals and over all the creatures moving along the ground. Let us, the Most High spoke. He said, let there be, and there was. He spoke everything into existence. His word became flesh, as is written on down. All right. All things were made by him. Who? The word. Who is the word? Okay, let's keep reading. And without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, the bread of life. Time to eat. Are you eating? And life was the light of men. When that light go out, when your soul leaves your body, you are dead. Okay. And the light shineth in darkness. Okay. Your life is a witness. Let your light shine so people may see their good works and glorify Elohim in heaven. The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. They don't understand. They think you're crazy. I'm not saying that's exactly what this means. I'm giving a comparison to your life. If your light is shining, they don't understand it. That's why sometimes you got to do a little bit more watering. You got to explain it. You got to explain it. Give them a little bit more water. Be careful not to overwater. Okay. All right. Now, verse 7. The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light. It's talking about Yahushua the Baptist, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. All right. He was in the world, and the world was made by him. He, capital. Wait, let's begin in the sentence. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. This is Mashiach. He came to his own. He came to his own people, and we rejected him. All right. And his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them he gave power to become the sons of Elohim, even to them that believe on his name. Let me keep reading. Which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but the will of Yah. And he was born of the will. It was the Most High's will. So he come to do the will of the Most High, not his own. 14, and the word became flesh. Start studying the word. Start listening to the word. Start examining and breaking it down to get a deeper depth and a higher height of the word. Yeah. John bear witness. Okay. John bear witness of it. That's what I was talking about earlier. The word became flesh. This is Mashiach. He came down from heaven. He was at the beginning with the Most High. He came down. The word was made flesh. So right now, you are eating the flesh of the word. You're eating the meat of the word. How you know this is so? Okay, when he was crucified on the cross, on a tree, did they start carving up pieces of Mashiach and start eating it? Did they start cannibalizing Mashiach when he was crucified? Did they get together and start eating him literally? No, they didn't. All right, then. I'm showing you how to eat. Learn this word. The word is living. All right, and dwelt among us. For we beheld his glory as of the only begotten of the Father, and full of grace and truth. Okay. All right, look, the word became flesh. All right. In the beginning was the word. The word was Yah. Look, the word is the Most High. All right. And the word was Yah. The same was in the beginning with him. All things was made by his word. His word is a living entity in and of himself. How do I know that? I'm glad you asked. His word is a living entity, and his word is Mashiach. And I'm going to show you. That's why you need to eat this word. So the water can keep on flowing. Let me see here. Right here. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yah. John chapter 1. The word is living. And let me go to the Strong's over there. Hebrews 4:12. Let me show y'all that word Hebrews 4:12. Go over here. Eat a little more. Let me glean. Do a little gleaning. Make sure I'm getting all the meat off here. All right. Let me see 12. Okay, let me. Okay, for the word of Yah is living and active. Communication. If you're not having no revelation of the word of the Most High, check yourself. You're probably going in the wrong direction. All right. Just like you can hear me talking, but you can do certain things where you don't hear me talking. You just turn the channel. You can shut the computer off. You turn down the volume. Same thing spiritually. If you can't hear the Most High clearly, something is interfering. Something is blocking the signal, the communication of the Most High. Is it your own will that you are doing? All right. Let me break it. It's living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, and it pierces even to the dividing of soul and spirit, joint and marrow. It judges the thoughts and intentions of the heart. Yeah, because he made everything. You think he don't know who you are? Let me look. Okay. Look at it this way. All right, for the word, okay, is living, to live, be alive, all right, and active. It's going to be effective. So the word is effective. Study the word. Productive is producing. Is some work's going on of due result at work from in and that's Greek stuff. Okay. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. All right. Let me move on. I'm about finished. All right. I think I'm about finished. Yeah, I'm about finished. I got a couple more scripts left. All right. Y'all hooking on. I think I read. Did I read 6? Let me go over here and see. Yeah, John 6. I think I read 44 through 48. Yeah, I read that. I read all those. Let me see. 51. Yep. Okay. Let me make sure I read. Yeah, I read 6:51. I'm gonna read it again. I am the living bread. We went over that. He's the living bread, which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. Okay. That's the last verse. Wait a minute. I got a couple more. Hold on. Ephesians 2. What is Ephesians 2? Ephesians, this sounds, let me see here. I was writing this at work. Sometimes I write on one side, I got a line in the middle. But hey, those who want to learn, you'll hang around. Or if you're busy, just come back later. That's what I do. Sometimes I come back later. I got John, Ephesians 2. Oh, I ain't hit the button. I was wondering what's going on. Okay. Now it's time to get to the dead part. That's right. Now. Shalom, y'all. Who is Kingdom? You're welcome to join me if you want to. I know. I don't want to worry nobody. All right. Okay. All right. And you have the quickened who are dead in trespass. Dead. Now it's time to get to the dead. I almost ended this lesson and forgot to go over the dead. I was doing so much living. All right. Now. Some of y'all might have to go back to the living part. The dead people, they still dead. We got to literally wake the dead. We got to raise the dead. All right, in a spiritual sense. All right. And where in time past you walked according to the course of this world. Okay, now when we was out there, headed from hell wide open. I use this old car. We are a vessel for spirits. We either a vessel for the spirit of the Most High, or we are a vessel for evil spirits, plural, of Satan. All right. Let me go back over here. Now, when time past, you walked according to the course of this world, doing like everybody else, according to the prince of the power of the air. This is Satan. The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Why are they disobedient? If Christ died for everybody, how are they children of disobedience? Because they are not doing the will of the Most High. They are not living holy. They don't have the living water. The living water is going to show you what holiness is. The living water is going to wash you. Okay. People are starving and don't even know it. They don't know what living. They don't know what the bread of life. They don't really know who the bread of life is. Among whom we were all had our conversation in time past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, even as others. But Yah, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us. Okay, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us, given us life together with Yah, with Christ. By grace you are saved. Yeah. All right. So if you was doing these things, the desires of the flesh in the past, Then it's supposed to be some kind of change when the Most High quicken you. If you were dead in trespasses and all these things you would do, it's supposed to be a decrease. You're supposed to be hitting the brakes. Sometimes you have to hit the brakes. Okay, you go in this before you can repent. Totally. You're gonna have to stop. Some things you stop. Some things may take a little time to get out of you. But it's gonna be some braking. It's gonna be some pumping of the brakes. And then it's gonna be a complete 180 back in the other direction. All right. Now. Okay. All right, let me see what else I got. Matthew 8:22. Oh, yeah. Let the dead bury the dead. Yeah. Matthew 8:22. I almost forgot this. I think I'm hungry, y'all. As a matter of fact, I ain't thinking I am. I'm all right, though. 8:22. All right. This okay. I'm going to start at 18. Now, when Yahushua saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandments to depart to the other side. And a certain scribe said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. That's some of us. I'm going to follow you, Yah, but give me a little time. I'm going to follow you. Just give me a little time. I got some things I want to do. That ain't what you're going to say, but that's what's in your heart. And Yahushua said unto them, it is better to repent and ask the Most High to help you overcome than to say, I'm going to overcome and wait. You ain't going to do nothing on your own. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. I got you. Okay. And Yahushua said unto them, the foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. Ain't this something? He didn't take up no offerings and say, I need me a mansion. But he could, but he could have. Think about that, family. Anyway. And another of his disciples said unto him, Master, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But Yahushua said unto him, follow me, and let the dead bury their dead. Okay. Now, I know this ain't necessarily what I just want to put that scripture in there and show you where I got it from. But I'm using it in another spiritual sense. Okay. The dead pastor is burying the dead congregants. Think about it. Every lie he tells, they're being buried with lies. Every false doctrine that they spew, he's burying them with false doctrines. Every message he fails to tell of the word, he's by default, he's burying the congregation. The dead is burying the dead, and they in hell and don't even know it. You say, how they in hell? I see the future. If they do not repent, that's where they headed. That's why you see the lake of fire in the background. The zombies represent the dead people that think they're living right. They are dead. Them the zombies. That's what you become. You can't conform to the truth. You hate to hear the truth. Guess what? Satan hates the truth also. You don't know what life is. Guess what? Satan promotes death. You don't want to live. Guess what? Satan is deceiving you into committing suicide. If you deny the spiritual life, you are committing suicide. It may not be all at once running out in front of a big truck suicide. It might be a slow poisoning of the soul suicide. That's exactly what it is. All right. Let me see, John 10:10. John 10:10. Back to John. All right, the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and destroy. I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Okay. Have it more abundantly. The thief is stealing. See, Satan is a thief. He's a murderer. He's a liar. John 8:44. All right. I think that's all I got, fam. That's all I got. That's all I got. It was something else. It was something that came to mind, but I forgot. Let me see, John 8:22. Maybe if I read it again, it's something else will come up. All right. Everything they got is related to death. Even a Messiah is related to death. It's related to death. They killed us, and they still killing us in his name. These are facts. I'm not nitpicking. I'm just merely stating the facts. Now, in order to be led by the Spirit, you got to conform to the truth. This is true. These people are still. That's why I don't like to use that name. But I don't condemn people, and I understand that people. I can't speak Hebrew. I just know a few words, and I understand that. But I understand this also. They enslaved us in His name. They even got a ship. This is associated with death. And again, I'm not picking on nobody. I'm just explaining my faith that's within me. My faith, my works is why I don't like to use that name. Okay? Let me see Encyclopedia Britannica. Maybe some people, let's see if I can find it. You type in slave ship Jesus. They ain't got the. I'm finna say they ain't got it in here. Yeah, the ship came from. Look, the Jesus of Lubbock was a German-built carrack. That's a ship, y'all, of 700 tons displacement, built around 1544. The first slave ship over here was named Jesus. All right. Okay. With a Hanseatic trading ship before being bought by Henry VIII of England and converted it to a warship. Now, it was a slave ship. All right. 1564, she was, leased to an armed slave ship to Captain John Hawkins, who used her until she was sunk. Let's see what this is. So it was a slave ship. That's death. That ain't no life. Christ said he came to have, we have life and have it more abundance. Ain't that something? I'm pressing a link in it. You press a link and it don't show me nothing. That's all right. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need them. But anyway, let me see what else they got. We're going to let the dead bury the dead. All right, what else they got? They got a false people. They got a false Hebrew. And again, that's because of our sin, really. All right. But yeah, the Hebrew is mostly German. So you got a German ship named Jesus. Look at that. Let me type that in. Let me show y'all again. Let me show y'all again. It was a German ship. Which link did I press? And that was telling you how it was used as a slave ship. But y'all saw it was a German ship. It was a built German. Let me see if this is. This is another one. But anyway, I showed y'all that it was a German ship. You can go back and rewind that. The Hebrew that these folks speak is mostly German language. So what's really going on? I just noticed that. What's really going on? It's a mostly German Hebrew. So a German ship and a German form of Hebrew enslaving the real people. A German high language written in Hebrew. So you got Hebrew letters, but a German language with Hebrew letters. All right, what else they got? This is and a fake people speaking the language, and a fake people that come up with this. All right, I'm just showing y'all the dead. This stuff ain't. Why is it dead? Because it's not true. That's why it's dead. Okay. That's why it's dead. Not because they doing it. Not because it's white people, but because it's lies. All right. I'm finna get off here. Revelation 2:9. Who these folks? I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Okay. Okay. You got a fake Hebrew. And your scientists will tell you the original people are black. So that's death. That's a lie. Okay. So let the dead bury the dead. If they can't, sometimes you have to give people a little time to accept it and understand. That's why I said be careful not to overwater. Some people, you put too much on them, they can't understand. You confuse them. All right. But some people, you have to give them a little bit and back off. Somebody else might have to do a little watering. Okay. You can't reach that person because of the way their mind works. Okay. Or they might just be dead. They might not be in the kingdom. Okay. What else they got? These calendars. You know, the Roman calendar. How is the fourth beast responsible for the great oppression written of in the book of Ezra and Daniel, and also responsible for setting up these Bible cemetery schools? Setting up these cemetery schools and responsible for spreading Christianity over here today. The fourth beast. Remember, in the book of Daniel, it shall be difference. No, I'm not that good in Hebrew to do a lesson on that. Okay? I'm not that good. You have to get. What I can do is kind of like little stuff, like what the names mean or something. But nevertheless, think about that, family. What else they got? This calendar. Yeah, they've spread it. They all your churches come from Rome. Okay, these are facts. It's time for me to end it. I'm going blank. Yep, I'm going blank. Most High, I guess that's my cue to shut it down. Love y'all, family. Love y'all. Y'all take care. Yeah, you're welcome. And I don't know, Most High give me something. Probably see me tomorrow. I don't know. Ain't gonna make no promise. Might have to spend time with the wife. Well, the Most High, my wife, my family, and then whatever left for the work out here. That's how that go. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Yeah, love y'all. Let me see what I want to play. Anything y'all want to play? We'll play this. Let me see. But we're gonna let the dead bury the dead. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Jim 76. We're gonna let the dead bury the dead. If they want to die, let them die. Ain't don't need to worry about them. I don't accept it for. If my family don't want to go to, if my family want to go to hell, why I can't do nothing about that. I can't do nothing about that. All right. Well, let me play this song here. We're gonna play a song giving the Most High some glory. Elohim. I just saw it. Okay, love y'all, family. Shalom.
Everything I do is for you. I give you the praise and the glory. You came and you walk in the flesh, an example of love. It is the story. Your words jump at me like a picture. So perfect you are in the scriptures. Your words, they don't change and they don't go void. You are the truth you deliver. Most High, I honor you. You are my Elohim. You're the creator of everything. There are no others beside you, and they know that's a fact. You are the Redeemer, and they know you coming back. Hallelujah, 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 feet. I will never go at it alone, cause you are my force and you are my defender. I have to protect all my members, cause I gotta be in that number. Most high, I honor you. You are my Elohim. You're the creator of everything. There are no others beside you.